Hi, everyone. James Wesley, Seth Rudetsky came up with a brilliant idea, I'm sure, for the cast of Jagged Little Pill. So he's in the kitchen behind me, working on it right now, and he'll join us. Welcome to Stars in the House. This is our show number 53. And we're so happy that we have 4 of the leads from Jagged Little Pill with us today. But I wanted to first, this is all, tell you what Stars in the House is in case this is the first time you're joining us. Stars in the House is a twice daily chat show with music and some education, because we do have today we have Dr. Jason Kent, who's the director of the Friedman Health, hold on, I'm always get it wrong, the medical director of the Friedman Health Center for the Performing Arts. He actually happens to be mine and Seth's doctor, and we're gonna get any updates from him in a few minutes. But we wanted to read some donations from the Actors Fund that we got for the Actors Fund last night. We had a great show with Desperate Housewives. It's on YouTube on our episodes on starsinthehouse.com if you didn't catch it. And it was a blast. And we had people, it was so fun right before the show, people like comments saying they were watching from Hungary and Italy and Brazil. It was amazing, the fan base that they had. And we raised a lot of money. In fact, I'm going to tell you some of the donations that came in, and I'm going to tell you what the grand total is of right now. If you don't know, first, if you don't know what the Actors Fund is, the Actors Fund is for any professional in the performing arts who is in need of help, which is basically almost everyone. And the performing arts, we mean people, not just actors, even though it's called the Actors Fund. It is for any professional, and not just New York and LA. It is anywhere in the country who needs help. And that is people behind the scenes, on stage, people that are drama teachers, stage managers, dancers, musicians, anyone who needs help right now. The Actors Fund is providing that assistance. And in fact, they're doing it at a rate, the last I heard, which was a few days ago, from Joe Benacasa, the CEO and president of the Actors Fund, at a rate of $250,000 a day in direct financial assistance to people across the country. So here are some of the donations I want to read. It's pretty incredible. Seth and I always say it, and we mean it. We're still shocked and surprised and amazed that people are still donating it at such a high level. And by the way, high level, $5 is amazing. But here's some of the totals, and I just keep shaking. We just moved our position. We want to thank Alana from Colorado, who donated $35. Maurice from Missouri, $25. Devin from New Jersey, $100. Camille from California, $25. And Lawrence from New York, $25. For a cumulative, at 4 weeks, we started 4 weeks ago today, $188,800, all for the Actors Fund. And that's Seth. All right, Seth. There you are. Guys. You decided to join us. Oh, you know what, Seth? We should switch, because I'm gonna peace out in a minute. But go ahead and you sit down. There's literally no one on screen right now. That can just hear me. You sit down there. But I wanted to say before. Oh, everyone to share. Oh yeah, can you? We always forget.
Copy and paste the link. Put it in any social media you have, because a lot of people still don't know about the show. So the more people that know, the more people that can watch, the more people that will donate. So just copy and paste and put it in your Twitter, your Facebook, and your MySpace.
Hey Seth, while I'm talking about this, can you type this in so people can do that? So I was just reading the Daily News today, and it had a little article saying about continuing about the importance of the census. And the normal historical date is April 1st is the deadline, but because of everything going on in the world, it has been extended to July 31st. And we just highly encourage you to, if you haven't done it yet, go to my2020census.gov and fill it out.
Yeah, it's really important.
Encourage your family and friends to do it. It's like going to be more important than ever, because this does determine the funds that will come to every state and community in the entire country for the next 10 years. And by God, we
need it.
Yeah, everyone needs it.
Wait, the more lights we have, the worse we look. Like, I've never been white.
Well, we're gonna ask Jeff Porter. We're gonna ask Jamie Roderick. They're gonna help us out.
So don't worry about old age. All right. Anyway, all right. So Jimmy, we can't.
Well, we're gonna bring on Dr. Kent right now, and then I'm gonna peace out. He is standing by.
So listen, just FYI, the Actors Fund has this amazing. They used to have like a free health clinic if you didn't have health insurance. Now they have a clinic. Well, it's not really a clinic. It's like
it's
a health center.
Yeah.
Where when you have insurance, they need you to go because that helps them fund the people who don't have insurance. So every time I see someone post, be like, does anybody know a dermatologist? You've got to go to the Actors Fund. They're so amazing. They're all Mount Sinai doctors. Dr. Kin is one of the star doctors. And it's in the Actors Fund building, 49th and 7th. It makes me crazy when people in performing arts do not go there. So please go. It's the Samuel J. Friedman Health Center. And here is the star of the Samuel. Is that the star?
Well,
He's a great
medical
doctor.
director. So I guess that is the equivalent of a star.
Why is my hair? What's happening right there?
I have no idea.
Okay. Anyway, here's the amazing Dr. Jason Kent.
Dr. Kent.
Hi.
Hello. Hey, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, we can.
So
I'm going to put you here.
You're in the office right now?
I will never complain being called a star.
Thank you.
Yes, I'm in the office. We're still open every day. We're here if anybody needs us.
So what do people do? Because I know a lot of people don't want to leave their damn house because it's Don Giarrusso. So what should they do?
Yep. So we call the number, and if you are hooked up through the electronic medical record, they can show you how to connect for a telehealth visit or a video visit, or they can walk you through that over the phone. So we can give people medical advice face to face, just kind of like we're talking now.
And Dr. Kent, I mean, this isn't just because obviously we have people watching all over. It isn't just the Friedman Health Center that's doing this. Really, it's becoming the new normal.
Correct. I think most Mount Sinai offices have switched over to telehealth platforms. I'm sure every medical facility, because we're really trying to keep people home and keep people off public transportation. So the more we can help people through video visit, it's safer.
Right.
So,
I guess my point is too. It's like I don't want people who need medical help to not feel like they just can't go and to take care of it on their own. They should still call their doctor and say, hey, are you doing telehealth, right?
Absolutely. Don't assume they're closed down. I think this is the time to know your doctor's there for you. So call the office. If they're not there, I'm sure there's someone taking telephone call, or they can get you a video visit, but I'm sure every office can connect you to the care that you need. The more work we do as family doctors and internal medicine doctors, the more we can keep people out of the emergency rooms, to keep the hospitals doing what they do best. And I think by us doing our jobs, we've given people reassurance, talked them through their symptoms, told them what they can take, prescribe medicine over the phone. So that's our part in keeping, the hospitals to function.
Is there any update you need to be giving about the latest whatever?
We saw you about a week ago. Any updates going on?
Yeah. Just immense gratitude from the Actors Fund to you, Seth, and you, James. I asked them if they wanted me to give you any updates, and they just want to make sure you're feeling the thanks. The money's going to great use. I think they've given away $3.5 million so far in the last month for people in need. And I think on average yearly, they used to give out like 2 million. So it shows you the tremendous need that's out there. There's a lot of applications. They're going through hundreds and hundreds of applications, day in, day out. So if people haven't heard from them yet, they're getting to you. They're working as fast as they can. They've taken people from other departments and taught them how to go through the screening process and how to go through getting people the help that they need right now and as quickly as possible. So there's a team of dedicated, amazing people at the Actors Fund, social workers, and people who are there to help counseling. They're still running support groups online. And all these people have your best interest at heart and are trying to get you the help that you need as quickly as possible. So
people have to go to Actors Fund. People go to actorsfund.org to ask for help. And if they need any kind of medical help, they shouldn't be shy. They should call 212-930-7300 and then hopefully telehealth, or if they have to come in, they have to come in. But they should call the number.
Yes, correct.
Okay, I guess that's it.
That's
medical-wise.
it. All right. Well, if you're available, we're here Tuesday and Friday afternoon for you, Dr. Ken. If you want to come back tomorrow, Friday, give us updates.
Yeah.
Answer questions.
Sounds good. Will do.
Okay.
Be honored.
Okay. All right, thank you, Dr. Ken.
Bye.
All right, thanks.
Bye.
So Seth, I'm gonna leave you. I have a certain award-winning playwright to talk to about plays in the house. So I'm going to leave you with Jagged Little Pill.
Okay.
Bye, honey.
All right. Let's change seats.
Yep.
All right. Getting a lot of comments on how my lighting could be better, but not actually helping me. I get, y'all need the ring light. And then they have the ring light, but need assistance on setting it. I get it. The lighting's horrible. By the way, I don't know why the comments look so small lately. Everything is weird. Okay. Can I please bring on the cast of Jagged Little Pill? By the way, I can see the ladies. I just see a lot of prepping, we don't have hair and makeup. We've got to do our own. We look crazy. Welcome to my world, okay? I'd like to bring on the lovely Elizabeth Stanley. Hi, Elizabeth.
Hey, Seth.
I don't know if those are extensions, but they look amazing.
Oh, I don't know either, but thank you.
That doesn't really make sense why you wouldn't know either, but bravo. Hilarious. Hi, Lauren Patten.
That's me. Hi.
Old Celia Gooding. Hi, Cels.
Hi.
What up? Wait, I want to get rid of that annoying banner. Hold on. That's the number to call, so don't forget that damn number. But how do I get rid of it?
We got it. 930-7300.
Thank you.
3 and 0.
Finally, Ms. Kathryn Gallagher.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hi.
We're all here.
Friends.
Hi, friends.
Hi, Woody. Okay, so first I have to just warn you. I know you've seen the show before, but we're on this platform where if anyone talks at the same time as someone else, all the sound stops. So when someone else is talking, you have to be Elizabeth Stanley style and just nod knowingly and then go and then speak. Last night at Desperate Housewives, I was like, oh my God, totally. Shut up. Because all the sound cuts out. Okay, so wait. So first, David Katz, who works with me every day, uploaded some great videos. So I want to first show, I think this is the really cool montage. Take a gander.
Oh,
I miss our show.
that made me emotional.
So first of all, Lauren, I always have to comment, but I'm obsessed that you put in the riff that I made up, even though I never actually told you about it, but it's always been in my head. It's not fair. Oh, fair. Who gave it to you? I'm obsessed.
That was all Tom Kitt. That was written in from the very first reading. I contributed some stuff, but that was on the score arranged by Tom Kitt from day one.
Oh, so good. The other thing I want to say is, Elizabeth Stanley, you're on this Funkadelic show, and it's such a complete contrast. Yeah, such a complete contrast to this. No, I was just.
I need the entire thing. Is what I need.
Dead.
So first of all, Elizabeth, I just want to go and build myself up.
I know it would have been easier.
It's right. So wait, how crazy is it that you were singing so legit like 2 years ago, and now you're like Funkmeister?
Yeah, I'm a total rock and roll star now. Well, I mean, to be fair, I think that in a way that they're similar is that like you're using your full voice, because Alanis, when she sings, she's like singing full voice. Do you know what I'm saying? Like I feel like some pop music is really like small voice.
Yeah.
And so I guess maybe that's why it kind of works.
So you don't think about it, the fact that, oh, I'm in head voice, so I'm belting. You think of it as full voice.
Full. Yeah, I think that's right.
By the way, I have to compliment you. I've never seen a more delicious setting for this live stream. A fireplace. What? Where are you, in Norman Rockwell's house?
Yes. Yeah, no, it's certainly nicer than any house I actually live in. And by house, I mean apartment, because that's what I live in. But no, my fiance's parents were in their house in Maryland.
So lovely.
I agree. I feel really lucky to be here.
Oh, that's great. Okay, so I'm going through everybody. So Lauren Patten, when we were sound checking, you were just speaking. Your voice sounds so warm. What is it like? Just like speaking voice was. What is it like not doing the show 8 times a week? Is your voice getting more like, oh, I was so warmed up doing the show 8 times a week, or is it now that I'm resting, my voice is in amazing shape?
I think it's a combo of both. I did a big warm up today because we also are doing. I was recording a different video, and in that I had to sing "You Learn," in which I belt so high. Me and Kathryn belt so high. Our parts in "You Learn" are stupid, so I really had to really warm up today. Yeah, I also think I think that my voice is just so rested too, so it feels easier than perhaps the 8 shows a week. It's kind of give or take. You're also just so warm when you're doing 8 shows a week. You're so in shape, so it's kind of both sides of the coin.
Kerry in the mask. You have some fans because I love Lauren. So just FYI.
Oh.
And then a more specific fan, I love Lauren's shirt.
Okay. OG Jagged Little Pill merch. I pulled this out for you, Seth. This is from our out-of-town tryout at Cambridge. Where's this one? ART. Okay. And the back has, I'm going to try to show you the back. Definitely not an orange juice commercial. So this was a solid Phoenix line. That was picked for the merch by Diablo Cody. Fun fact.
Wait, who says that? That's the line from the show?
I said no, that's you. Oh, it's Phoenix who brings up the orange juice commercials, but then you say that line.
Yeah. I'm supposed to remember it. I saw it 6 months ago. Is that like a classic moment of the show? About your family or something? Oh, is it in the first scene about your family?
Yeah, we're on the swing set, Antonio and I. It's right after the party. I'm going by Broadway, Jagged Little Pill timeline, not ART timeline. But after the party, we go to the swing set and we talk about family and orange juice and peace and oneness.
By the way, the final scene of the show is an orange juice commercial. So right back at you. Okay, now then, just saying. All right, so Kathryn Gallagher, for people that are watching and they're like, I know Alanis Morissette, but what is Jagged Little Pill? What's happening? Can you give your plot summation? Also, I'm obsessed with how you did your layers.
Thank you so much.
What is it called?
What are what called?
What is it called? Layers? It's called shag. What is it called?
Yeah, I generally say to my gorgeous hairstylist Annie, I say make it fringy, shaggy, messy, and so I don't have to touch it, and it looks like I am cooler than I am, is what I say. But I have been doing it myself, like cutting it pretty much every couple of days. I take the scissors to it, and I'm getting kind of brave, which is scary.
I want to see you be brave. Sorry, go on.
Such a good song. But also thank you for the difficult question, Seth. Love you so much. I would say that Jagged Little Pill is, I'd say that it is a show in the broadest themes about what happens, you know, when you don't deal with your issues, with your trauma, when you try and push things down, and how that can wreak so much more havoc than facing the things that you must face. I would say on a much smaller scale, it's about a family in Connecticut, and you know, an incident happens in a town, and it sort of shakes everything up, and requires a lot of people to face a lot of things that it feels a lot easier not to. And more specifically, my character is sort of that. What happens, and I get sexually assaulted at a party, and that's a lot of things happen around that. Is I guess what I would say. Is that okay? It's been a while.
That was a good analysis without too many spoiler alerts, so I approve. Now, Celia, when I had the cast on Seth Speaks, you couldn't do that particular day, so I feel I've not even really discussed this with you. The last time I was hanging out with you, you were like, I can't wait to go to college, and now you're like starring in a Broadway show. So what happened in the last year?
So I thought that I was gonna have like at least 2 years of college before the show went to Broadway, but luckily I got out of there sooner than I thought. But I went to Pace for a year, and then rehearsal started up, and I realized that something would have to give at some point. Like I would either give all of myself to my studies or give all of myself to the show. And me being a kid and wanting to do the fun thing instead of the working thing, I did the show. And now I realize that it is the fun thing and the working thing. So
yeah, I mean, because weren't you going to major in theater anyway?
yeah, I was a musical theater major for a semester. First, I was a major in psychology because that's what I wanted to do if I lose a chord or something, but that's not possible. But
well, a lot of theater teachers don't want anyone like trying out for shows. They want you to just focus on your theater training for 4 years because they think that, you know, you're going to just go back to bad habits. I guess my question is, from doing this Broadway show, what do you think you've actually learned? Like, do you think it's been an academic education in terms of theater? Like, what have you learned?
absolutely. I've learned a lot about pacing myself because I'm the type of person to give a lot of myself to something I'm passionate about and then have nothing left for the next day. And that isn't sustainable doing 8 shows a week. There are certain days where I have to do 2 shows in one day. And doing that was how I taught myself how to like this. I can't give 100% full voice all the time or else I'm going to have no voice. And it's a learning process. So I think pacing myself definitely is something I've learned, and being kinder to myself because I'm hard on myself just because of the person that I live with and the iconic storyline of her. So I've learned that I have to be kinder to myself because I already have the job, so I deserve it. So now I can actually do what I feel comfortable doing and not feel like I have to live up to a name.
Right, I understand.
She actually is watching upstairs.
You know what? She's got to stop. 10 minutes of privacy, man. Where was I? You know, the thing is, though, I saw you well into your run, and I'm very aware when I think people are sort of like marking certain notes. I didn't think anything sounded marked or not 100%. So I think you were just probably pushing yourself only for yourself. Like I don't think it makes your version of pacing still sounds amazing.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm just saying. What about you, ladies? Have you noticed that Celia is not as like?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm curious. Like, what is it like for you in the show? Like, have you noticed any change in her performance?
I'm not here. I'll go away. Here, wait. I'm right here. I'm not listening.
I would say though, I mean, listen, we've been working on the show for a long time, and when Celia first started working on the show, you were 17, yeah?
Yep, I was 17
So
when I started reading.
It is actually, it's been really cool, as somebody who I look at as one of my closest friends now, to see you really grow into the woman that you are now through this show. So yeah, I mean, your performance has changed because it's deepened, and your work has gotten better because you've grown. So it's actually been a big joy of the show is watching that. My baby.
I have such a love for all of these, like as creatives and as performers and artists, I have such a love, but like as people, as someone who was quite literally grown with the show and having these people with me, supporting me and making me, and there's my cat. He's mad that I'm sitting in this chair. I apologize in advance. But yeah, working with these incredible artistic women has emboldened me and made me believe in myself more than I thought I really could. So I'm very thankful. And there's my other cat. I have 2 cats.
We have 4 dogs. What's so crazy is that Elizabeth, this music is like young and hip, but it's actually really kind of our generation. P.S. I'm older than you. My point is our generation. But these young people, like, did you guys even know the music beforehand? Where you're like, this is for my parents' generation. It's not cool, man. Kathryn, did you know this damn music?
Did I know this music? Seth, my mom started playing this album for me when I was 5 years old. I wrote a paper on Alanis in college. I'm like a singer-songwriter girl. Like I've been studying her, the words she chooses, the melodies she writes since for so long. And so I literally wrote an email to my parents in 2013 when the first announcement came out that Tom and Alanis were working on a musical together of Jagged Little Pill. And I just sent it to my parents and I said, I have to do this. Like, this is, 100%. It's so weird.
I love it. I love these kind of people that like we had Hampton Callaway on last week, and she wrote this song for Barbra Streisand, and she didn't know Barbra Streisand. And then certain people were asking to record it, and she's like, I'm saving it for Barbara. And Barbara wound up recording it. I mean, I love those people that kind of have vision. So wait, what about you, Celia? You weren't even born when this damn album came out. Did you?
Not. I did know some of the songs. Funny enough, my favorite songs are songs that I didn't know until I started working on the show. But I knew, of course, I knew You Oughta Know. I was angsty and mad at a man who did not exist at that point in my life, at the age of 12, possibly. But yeah, I knew some of them, but I'm really, really glad I have the knowledge of the album that I do now. And I'm actually, sometimes I kick myself because I think back to moments of my life where I really could have used Perfect, or I could have used Mary Jane, but I didn't know it. But yeah. What
I love is that someone just wrote, I went into, by the way, I hate initials. It drives me crazy. Why can't you write Jagged Little Pill? I went into Jagged Little Pill, completely blind, didn't even know the music, came out in love. So, I mean, it's really nice to know that you can go in and not know the music. And it's like one of those things where it's like, you're not going to get the jokes. So, Elizabeth Stanley, have any of your teachers from Indiana seen you, or are you keeping it a total secret that you're doing Broadway?
That's not a deal. No, well, actually, none of my professors from IU have been able to come, but my childhood voice teacher has been to see the show, which was amazing. Like the first person I ever took voice lessons from, and I just love her so much, and that was really awesome. And the same thing, the woman who directed a lot of the children's theater shows that I did, she brought her grown daughters now, and those were two of my most special shows. Just having those people be there, I was like,
well, just relating to that, what we're saying for the Actors Fund, I just saw someone yesterday that was like, why are you raising money for rich actors? It's like, we're raising money for arts all over the country. And you're kind of the small theater that you did. Was it a theater just for children? Was it a theater starring children? What was it when you were a kid?
It was a community theater, but they had a nice children's theater program within it. So for me, because I didn't have a high school that had a performing arts program. So my only way to do musicals was to go to this community theater, and the adult shows were casting adults. So, everybody else was playing Henry Higgins when they were 17.
Right.
But those roles went to adults at the theater where I had the chance to do things. So it was great that the children's theater existed. I mean, we did a lot of children's theater rep, so it wasn't as cool at the time, but I'm grateful for it. It was so fun, and it also was so it was a true community of people who became friends, rather than I think sometimes when I hear stories of people, their high school programs or even their college programs, they're so competitive and it gets so political. And this was really just people volunteering to put on shows. And so I feel lucky that I grew up with that kind of spirit of the love of the craft.
I agree. And that's what we're trying to keep alive with these live streams. And we want all theaters around the country to know you can do this for your theater. Get the people in your community to do this. It's StreamYard. People keep thinking Zoom. It's not Zoom. Zoom cannot do a live stream. So you have to do, it's StreamYard. You can live stream it and put it together and raise some money. We don't want this all to be over and then all these theaters are dead because they have no more money. Yeah. And the other thing is, if you had tickets for upcoming shows that are now canceled, try not to ask for your money back. Try to just tell the theater, just keep my ticket money, and that can be used as a donation for future theaters. So I'm going to text you. We just got donations. Let me see whose phone number I have the easiest on me. Hold on.
Wait, Snug in New York Magazine? I need to hear about that.
There, Kathryn, I'm going to text you right now numbers. Donations that we got. And why don't you compose an improv song for the names and donations that have come in, since you're a singer-songwriter?
Well, why don't I do that?
Great.
Oh, thank God. I thought you were asking all of us to do that. No, just Kathryn. Just Kathryn.
A monologue, Lauren.
Okay. Here we go. I just got your text. Hey, Candy. I think it's pretty dandy. You're from Massachusetts. Isn't that fancy? To $25 is an awful lot, and it'll go to people who really love that. I don't know. Quarantine is hard. Hey, Judy, it's not snooty to give $30. Give us a holler so we can say thank you. Toba, Massachusetts.
Got it.
$50. High five. Yeah. You're the best. Good luck. I don't know. Diana. I'm a fan of New Jersey. It's kind of flirty. $25. Hell yeah. Jules says, I won't curse, but you know, yeah, comma. Did you get it? That was a hard one. Craig. Hey, Craig. We can't say thank you enough. You're from Oregon, and I don't know much about that stuff. But you gave us $1,000, and that will do so much. And you've put it in some great hands.
Yes.
Wow, that was harder than I thought it would be.
I can't believe how willing you were to do that. That was amazing, Kathryn.
Wow.
And you're literally able to come back every single live show we do and do that. Thank you so much. We're at 2 and 8 p.m. every day.
You're welcome.
Great.
I mean, honestly, I'm around.
Okay, so Elizabeth Stanley, I know I'm making you guys sing something. Elizabeth, what do you got besides a beautiful fireplace behind you? Any song?
Oh, well, I have prepared Smiling from Jagged Little Pill. Is that what you mean?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let me turn on my Bluetooth and cue up my track.
I'm going to leave the ladies on.
I listened to this before, and it just it's like hearing the background vocals of our beautiful cast has made me really emo. So here goes. I think. Go. Play. Usually I'm walking backwards with a trash bag. This is a life of extremes. Both sides are slippery and enticing. These are my places off the rails. Now I move to the grocery store. This loose recollection of the fall. Barely remember who I failed. I was just trying to keep it together. This is the first wave of my wavelength. This is the sound of me getting down. This is my surrender. That's what you want. And the enemy of my cross. And I keep on smiling. Keep on moving. Can't stand still. Me, the ceilingless great achiever. Me, the notorious perfect mother. Loaded to the ends of all the world. This is the first wave of my wavelength. This is the sound of me hitting back. This is my surrender. That's what you wanted. And the enemy of my keep on smiling. Keep Can't stand still. Such pretty folks in the room. This continuum I've been bouncing like flashing brothers before my eyes. This is the first wave of my life. This is the sound of me in battle. This is my surrender. That's what you call it. And the undying of my life. Keep on smiling. Keep on moving. Can't stand still. Can't stand still.
That was
Wow.
gorgeous.
Okay. So many comments. I love the stage whisper direction. Okay. Love the scene notes. Crying.
I'm crying.
I mean, this just make you go like, oh my God, I miss the show so much. I want to be on stage. I miss everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's going to come back. That's the good news. Every time we have Dr. John LaPook, he says it's going to have a beginning, a middle, and an end. So, this is not life forever. It just kind of feels that way. And, I'll talk to, hold on, I need to unmute. Celia, I feel like younger people are having a much more difficult time. Like, I was talking to like my other actor friends. They're like, well, this is normally my life anyway, just completely not doing anything all day. So like they're sort of used to it. Like, are you having a breakdown not being able to see your friends?
I had a breakdown. If we're gonna be truly candid, I had a true breakdown. It was the day that when it was first announced, I was kind of prepared for it. I was like, we kind of already knew, but it was when it was moved to June 7th, that was the day where I was like, I did not leave my room. I listened to one song by Frank Ocean the entire day. Mm-hmm. I cried. I held onto my cats, and they don't like being held. And so it was that was a really rough time. And I think for a lot of young people, especially like seniors in high school and seniors in college doing their showcases that have been canceled and postponed, I think that feeling of, I was talking to my friend Savannah, who was in the Once on This Island national tour, and they had their tour canceled. And we shared this idea of like, it's that feeling of I was just getting started. I was just getting my feet down. I was just grounding myself. I was just like digging my toes in the sand, and having that feeling of it being taken away from you and not being told when it's going to be given back. It's the human fear of the unknown. And with that fear, it's a physical thing. If I would love to wake up the next day and realize that like this is something that's completely out of my control, but as any human person who wants things to go perfectly all the time, it sucks. But when in those moments of like, dang it, I wish things were different, I'm realizing that one, that's not in my control, and two, we're doing this for the greater good. So I have to get away from the selfish thing of like, I want to do what I want to do, and realize that it would be unfair of me to be mad at the world when I'm realizing the thing that I'm doing right now is such a humanitarian act by staying indoors and not taking public transportation and not going to see my friends. It's a sacrifice, but it's one that if I were to ask someone else to make that same sacrifice, I have to do it myself. So that's how I feel about it.
My daughter just graduated at Veda cosmetology school. She was literally like on her way for a salon interview, and she was like, she's like, I was just getting started. Like, it's this crazy thing. And I also think, like, I know from having a young child, it's like, I'll bust her for something, and she'll be like, I did that so long ago. I'm like, it was 2 days ago. So my point is, when you're young, like, each day seems so endless. Like, Elizabeth, remember, like, didn't college seem like a million years, and it's just like 4 years?
Yeah. Well, I was just talking about that with my fiance yesterday because we were talking about Easter or whatever. I was saying my mom would always decorate the house for every holiday. And I was saying, I think it's because like it was so awesome as a kid because the time passes so slowly. It made like there be something exciting to look forward to that seemed so far away, but it was like 30 days later.
Yeah. So, I mean, all young people should know. I mean, it's great you young people are really observing the social distancing because a lot of kids aren't. So it's great you're doing it, and it is going to be over. And Lauren, everyone saw you getting emotional. So FYI, Lauren, I'm sending you a hug. Giving Lauren a virtual
I just really love it when Elizabeth sings smiling.
I know. Wait, someone wants to see Elizabeth's Easter bonnet. Why, is that around?
Oh,
Yeah, let me go.
Y'all.
this bonnet. Elizabeth is a physics major. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. The science.
I just have way too much time on my hands.
Okay, let's just see what you happen to have.
Okay. Well, we made a goal that like we had to make Easter bonnets with whatever we had laying around. So mine's a cardboard box. Hold please.
Just wait.
I want to make sure it delivers. Oh God. Okay. Hang on.
I'm gonna get more visual.
Okay. And then I just pull these strings and there. It's so large.
And it's amazing.
Happy Easter. And then this detail in here, which you can't really see, these are egg, crates that I just put some glitter in. And then, in the
Put some
holiday,
glitter in it.
you just say goodbye.
Wait, you have to have kids. Like, this is perfect. It's so inappropriate for someone your age, but it's so great. Wild.
Oh
my God, I love it. Now, by the way, just on a side note, ladies in the show, you know that I don't know if you ever saw Elizabeth when she was in Crybaby. She was amazing in that show. And I was just finding you basically do an Elphaba ending to this song. You sound incredible on it. Here, just take a gander at Elizabeth. I'm not 100% sure it's you, but I am pretty sure it's you. Here, watch this. Incredible singing.
yes.
Elizabeth, pardon?
What's happening?
Well,
It's like a G sharp.
Well,
Yeah.
I didn't have to sing it very many times. The show closed, so it was sustainable for a few weeks.
You know what? We have to watch it again. I'm too obsessed. Here we go. Shut up. So.
I need to see that again. I want to see that live and in person.
I mean,
Should we just do that for the next 15 minutes? Just play that video over and over again?
well, I think just like
What?
every song just be like, "You're uninvited." Like ended with it. It's so thrilling. Get
That
back.
has to be the part where Steve comes in with the guitar. That's what that moment has to be now.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, when you guys come back, I'll tell you when I'm in the audience. You have to at least add it for me.
Okay.
All right. So, Kate Gallagher, we'd love to hear a little song besides the donations. What else you got for us?
I got a little You Learn.
Yes.
Oh,
please.
can I say something before I sing this about another song?
Yes.
Before I forget. One of my really, really good friends, Nick Cordero, is fighting pretty hard right now for his life, battling COVID. And I was just talking to his wife, Amanda. I don't know why I decided to talk about this right before I sang. I should have waited till after. But I was talking to his wife, Amanda, and we're all playing his song, Live Your Life, at 6 p.m. Eastern and 3 p.m. Pacific today. So if you can blast his song, when she played him, there's an Elvis song we played yesterday, and she played it for him through FaceTime, and it lowered his blood pressure. So we're really hoping he wakes up out of sedation today. So if you can play that. And
What's the song?
Live Your Life. It's his original song. It's the first one he's released. It's so good. He's such a rock star.
I love him. He's so talented. So Live Your Life. It's Nick. I'm writing this down so people remember.
Yeah.
Nick Ladero. And it's at 6 p.m. Eastern. So here we
Yeah.
go. I'm going to post it there.
Yes, please.
So everyone played at the
Just
same
the
time.
best guy in the world. Yeah.
Love Nick.
And film videos and send them over to his wife, Amanda Klutz, because she's needs all the love and support we got also. And she's
on Twitter and Instagram.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. I love that.
Okay, cool. Okay, now I'll sing and it'll be fine.
It will be great.
I recommend getting your heart trampled on to anyone. I recommend walking around naked in your living room. Yeah. Swallow it down. What a jagged little pill. It feels so good swimming in your stomach. Wait until let us say you live, you learn, you love, you learn, you cry, you learn, you lose, you learn, you bleed, you learn, you scream, you learn. I recommend biting off more than you can chew to anyone. I certainly do. I recommend sticking your foot in your mouth at any time. Oh, feel free. Throw it down. The caution blocks you from the wind. Hold it up to the haze. You wait and see when the smoke clears. You live, you learn, you love, you learn, you cry, you learn, you lose, you learn, you bleed, you learn, you scream, you learn. The way a 3-year-old would do. Melt it down. You're gonna have to eventually anyway. The fire trucks are coming up around the bend. You live, you learn, you love, you learn, you cry, you learn, you lose, you learn, you bleed, you learn, you scream, you learn. You grieve, you learn, you choke, you learn, you laugh, you learn, you choose, you learn, you pray, you learn, you ask, you learn, you live, you learn. Haha.
Yes, Queen.
Thanks.
As M says, stunning.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Anne.
Is anybody else hearing each character sing their parts while Kathryn sings? And then for someone that hasn't seen it, this makes me want to see the show so much.
Okay.
Well, good news, it's coming back. Okay, so as part of the show, I always do a segment about memory because I'm sort of obsessed that people do something 8 times a week and then eventually they stopped doing it. And I'm like, well, where does the memory go? So, Lauren, I know you were middle Allison at one point.
Oh no.
Let's see what you remember. So if I went like this, I must say that I'm
Changing my major to Joan. Changing my major to sex with Joan. I'm changing my major to sex with Joan, with a minor in kissing Joan.
all right. You're perfect. Fine. Okay. So far you have 100% on that quiz. I'm very impressed. Elizabeth Stanley.
Oh God.
Do you remember being on roller skates in a certain national tour?
Okay.
Building your dream. Uh-huh.
Ha 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 ha.
I'm going to start again. I'll give you one more. You did this 8 times a week. Building your dream has
What? I couldn't hear you. What?
to start now. This was a hit song on the radio besides you singing it.
I know. This is not my strength.
Okay, I'll go to the major part of the song that everyone in the world knows.
I mean, I know what song you're singing. It's just,
Okay, that's really impressive. You have to believe we are
magic. Nothing can stand in our way. You have to believe we are magic. Don't let our aim astray. Before your dreams survive, destiny will rise. I'll bring all your dreams alive.
I'll give you a B.
Okay, that's fair.
But that was good. Okay. Kathryn.
Oh no. I just read the lyrics for You Learn. Like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna fail.
This is my debut, so I don't have a game to play. I'm ready to watch y'all do this.
You had to read the lyrics for this song you've been doing 8 times a week up until 2 weeks ago.
I only have like one solo line in that
Uh-huh.
line. No, you know what? The moment that I had to look for is the second. It's after the chorus, and then it repeats the chorus again with new words. I can't do that right ever, unless there's other people, and then I have confidence.
Tell it to Alanis. All right, so you were in
Okay.
you were in Spring Awakening on Broadway.
I was.
Do you remember your harmony from Mama Who Bore Me?
Oh, Seth, I'm so mad at you. Okay, that's mean.
Do it.
So Bella's going, Mama Who Bore Me. What's your note?
What starts right before that?
Oh God, I'll give you your harmony and then you pick it up. You go,
Okay.
Mama Who Bore Me.
I didn't do that. I went, I did, oh my God, I could do it. I might have done the melody.
You on the
Did we
top.
do the melody together when we did it? Fun fact, me and Kathryn
No.
did this together at the original production at F West.
No,
I did
we
the melody.
changed
You were both of.
Because you did a lower one when we did it together, right?
That was like 7 years ago. I don't remember what we did at that theater.
I only did one version.
But on Broadway, I did the melody.
Uh-huh. Well, let's see if you know the lyrics.
Likely story.
Okay.
6, 7, 8.
Mama for me, Mama who gave me the way to handle things, who made me so bad. Mother the weeping, Mother the angels, no sleep in
United or bad luck.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Kathryn and I also sang Dark I Know Well together when we did it in the original 99 scene production.
Yeah.
That was where me and Kathy met.
That was all on the West Coast?
Yeah.
I love that. All right, so Celia, I didn't quite have a role for you, but since you've been surrounded by your mother,
Wait.
you should know all of her damn shows.
That's not, I promise you that's not the case. I'm letting you know this.
Well, you know that she's watching. And if you don't know it, she'll be very hurt. So I think that you need to nail it.
Which?
Oh gods, are you there?
Are you doing the, don't you remember your, which one are we doing? There are a few. She says, oh God.
What can
What
I
do I do to get you to look down and give it up? Look down, hear my prayer. You get me to, no, I don't know which one. There's,
I'm here in the field.
I'm here in the field with my feet in the ground and my face or nose, general facial region in the air. Waiting for life to begin.
Okay, you're gonna sound like you except for Lauren who gets an A+.
Okay, I'll take it.
Next time we're gonna nail. Next time Elizabeth Stanley, Crybaby, Kathryn Gallagher. Next time a monologue from American Beauty, Peter Gallagher's monologue.
Man, I've never seen it.
You haven't
I've
seen
never
it?
seen the movie. No, I can't. There's a scene in there I don't want to watch.
You just go like this.
You know what? Can I tell you? So in my cinema studies class in high school, my teacher was like, "Okay, we're gonna obviously watch like the famous scene with the bag and everything," but he was like, "Don't worry, we're gonna fast. You know, we're not gonna. I have the scene selection, so no one has to see anything." But he messed up, and he had to fast forward for the class before me, not for my class. But so for the rest of the day, my dad is in the chat right now, by the way, saying "ha ha ha, 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 ha," which is cruel. And the whole rest of the day, I was like walking around school, and everyone was like, "Saw your dad this morning," and I was like,
Oh God! All right, I take it back.
"I'll learn a monologue."
Talk about it later. And finally, so before we go, Lauren, we sound checked you. You're fully vocally warmed up. Now, by the way, don't forget, people, this show is not just for fun. Also, if you have any money, feel free to donate it to the Actors Fund. Go to starsinthehouse.com. Super. Peter apologized. Very sweet.
Aww.
Thanks, Dad. I love you.
Starsinthehouse.com. Donate $5 is the minimum. So if everyone donated $5, we'd have some great money for people around the country, not just actors, crew members, musicians, voice teachers, wedding singers, bar mitzvah singers. Hello. So you go to starsinthehouse.com. Want anybody? Yes, I'm Jewish. All right. So Laura, what are you going to haul out? Oh, wait. Hold on. Yeah. Okay. What are you going to haul out?
I'm gonna do Hand in My Pocket, which makes me. I wish I could do it with Celia, but we can't do it technologically. So
I'll do
what
this
I'm
with
going-
you. I'll do the choreography. I'll do the choreography.
Will you do the choreography? While
Yes,
I sing
absolutely, I will.
it? Okay, thank you very much. Because it
All
feels
right,
weird to
ready.
sing it without you.
I feel bad
All right.
when the guitar string popped. Damn it.
Next time, Celia.
I gotta get it
Time.
fixed. Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna pull this up. I'm broke, but I'm happy. I'm poor, but I'm kind. I'm short, but I'm healthy. Yeah. I'm high, but I'm grounded. I'm sane, but I'm overwhelmed. I'm lost, but I'm hopeful. Baby, what it all comes down to is that everything's gonna be fine, fine, fine. 'Cause I got one hand in my pocket and the other one is giving a high five. I feel drunk, but I'm sober. I'm young and misunderstood. I'm tired, but I'm working. Yeah. I care, but I'm restless. I'm here, but I'm really gone. I'm right, and I'm sorry, baby. What it all comes down to is that everything's gonna be quite alright. 'Cause I got one hand in my pocket and the other one is flicking a cigarette. And what it all comes down to is that I haven't got it all figured out just yet. But I got one hand in my pocket and the other one is giving a peace sign.
A peace sign? What year is this?
We need it now more than ever, baby. I'm free, but I'm focused. I'm green, but I'm wise. I'm hard, but I'm friendly, baby. I'm sad, but I'm laughing. I'm brave, but I'm chicken shit. I'm sick, but I'm pretty, baby. What it all boils down to is that no one's really got it figured out just yet. Hey. But I got one head in my pocket and the other one is playing the piano. And what it all comes down to, my friends, yeah, is that everything is just fine, fine, fine. 'Cause I got one head in my pocket and the other one is hailing.
Oh, that makes me cry.
Laura, we have a really important question. Was Lauren born cool or did it come later in life?
If you saw baby photos of me, that would not be a question you would be asking.
Singing was amazing. The dancing was amazing. Before we go, like we said, we're getting these great donations. These are just a smattering that I just sent. I sent to Kathryn Gallagher, who's going to perform her latest original piece entitled Stars in the House Donations.
Yes. A new key.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's how we're gonna go. Hey, Eden, you're so sweet, and I hear Ontario is great, but not as good as that tender Gabe. Hey, Cindy, so kind and giving. From New Jersey, giving 25. Jersey still so flirty, Grace. You're giving social distance space. And you're from Ohio. 5 times 5 is so kind. That was all the pre-prep I did, so now we're getting into the improv. Monica from Connecticut, $100 is mighty big. I hope you sleep so well tonight, knowing all those great loves you gave and something else. I don't know. Charles and Denise, you're both from New York. We got pretty hard, and you know that, I'm sure. $50 from Charles, 25 from Denise. If we could hug, I'd give you 25, but we can't, so I'll just see you and wave and say thank you. To Kirsten from Massachusetts and Errico from there also. And Kate from New York. I can't tell you how grateful we are for your support.
You still got it. As Tom Ellison says.
Yes!
Bravo from Tom Ellison, and that's all that's important. Okay, so guys, this was so much fun. We have to bring you back. We have to have Derek. We have to have all the clowns on.
Yes.
All the clowns.
So at least we got to say hi to each other.
I know.
I am going to cry about this. I am. Because I miss everyone so much.
I want you to know, Seth, our stage manager texted us when you were quizzing all of us and said, I'm watching and I think we're going to need extra rehearsal.
He absolutely did.
I mean, a B was generous. That was the generous B for me. Okay, so tonight, let me just give my what's coming up. Okay, wait. Tonight is Mark Shaman and the hilarious Jennifer Lewis. Be prepared for some X-rated language. That's 8 p.m. Eastern. Tomorrow night, I know, is a reunion of Glee with like Matt Morris and Jane Lynch and Darren Criss and Amber Riley. I can't keep track, but basically just tune in every single day, 2 p.m., 8 p.m. Eastern. You guys are all amazing. Everyone get Jagged Little Pill. Download that shiz. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
I'm going to roll our credits. Hold on. I'm rolling our fancy credits. Here we go. Hey, Kathryn. I love your singing. You wrote a song about donation. I'm giving you a standing ovation. Hey, Elizabeth, you don't know lyrics.
Oh.
Felt it really high. You went, ah! Hey, Lauren, were you born cool? Or did you just get that way? You were a nerd as a baby. Hey, Celia. I'm over. Okay, bye, everybody. Thank you. And broadcast.